But like if a dancehall artist come and like you, you'd be into that?
I hesitate because it's one of my rules that I don't date people in the public eye. Okay. So like specifically like when I was dancing or
I was just
whatever,
about to ask you. I know
like,
you would have
it's
met.
really like all of my girlfriends, it was always about the starting lineup. So like all the athletes, like a lot of it's what it is. And so
to trap them?
Not even to trap him. They just I don't know, either the excitement or she like maybe really actually thinks that there's gonna be a future there. I don't know why they bother with these men. I really don't. And then to trap him, that's also okay. Ladies, when it comes to American athletes, let me explain something. You don't trap these men because it's the percentage is so few and far between of who is gonna keep that paycheck. The vast majority of them are going to get injured in a couple years. You think you're going to get child support in 5 years. You're not going to get child support in 5 years because they're not going to be playing anymore.
True.
And so these girls go after whoever's hot right then thinking that's what it's going to be. And it's a couple years of their life and then they're moving on to something else.
Yeah.
And so that's why these girls are like, oh, I'm going to get him. And I was like, girl, he's going to be an average Joe. Like,
and this is why the athletes need to be careful of these women that they're hooking up with, you know, and who they're impregnating, because a lot of them have that same mindset. They're not really for you.
Yeah,
they want your things. They want your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, your career not going to last forever. It's probably like a 7 to 10 year window for most of them, probably even less. And
so you have to have business.
Yeah, you really have your head screwed on. Like not for the girl and them after you. NBA All-Star Weekend, them dead like vultures. Them flying.
I know, like, and I know
the true thing.
And I know the girls that will hunt them.
Yeah.
Like, they literally are hunting these men down for that reason.
And they're coming to the strip clubs too, like, you know.
Well, and so that's why, like, I'm always the homie, you know what I mean? I'm like, let's smoke, let's hang out. But that's the thing. I know so much because I'm next to them and I know what they're doing. I watch them fly. They'll literally fly in their girl. They'll have one in Vegas, one in Miami, one in wherever. They fly them all in and they're all hanging out together. And I'm sitting here looking at these women like,
all right, you see, like how we're on this topic now. It's like how we're on this topic now.
Do you know?
Like how we're on this topic now.
I'm like,
you know you're the Vegas girl, right? Girl.
And I don't mean to make this racial, but is it more a white girl thing or a black girl thing? Because even Ari here, she has a thing like, oh, the athletes, when them get big and get famous, they always attract the white girls or light skinned girls. So it like, is it more like the white girls do the hunting, or?
Are you talking about seeking them out?
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I think it's just I think it is a girl, is a certain girl with a certain mentality.
Okay.
And I see it across the board. It's just a mentality that some women carry. And they look at those men as an opportunity or whatever they see in them.
Do you see that they more go for the white girls, the athletes?
Black athletes.
So it's funny
black
as I think about it. From what I've seen, they like the black athletes. I feel like they'll marry black women and they'll run through the white women.
Really?
Some of the ones that I can really think of, like, as I think about it, I'm like, they're white.
A lot of people have that the other way around.
Like a lot of them.
I think that's how she have it through.
Yeah, in my brain, like, me always look, especially like,
I always tell you it's a small percentage of them. I always tell you that.
Maybe. And I guess maybe not a lot of them are superstars.
Exactly.
And it's like maybe the superstars have,
the white wife.
But also, it's a stereotype, but, you know, there's a certain type of white woman that's not regarded to be like the smartest.
Yes.
You know, that's what
Blondes.
I hear. I hear that black men, especially, it was going around on Instagram that black men date white women because only easier to control in general. And I say this we're talking about generalization, but you look like you're easy to control.
So one of my
I don't even think it's a
fundamentals.
control thing, like
No. So in Instagram, they literally say
okay.
they date white women because white women are easier to get along with.
There
like,
we
they're
go.
easier to control.
So
one use control.
I specifically will not date a black man that does not date black women. That's like one of my number one questions I ask.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be fetishized either.
Yeah, I go, do you date black women? And so his answer to that, and if he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, that's your mama, that's your grandma. Something's wrong with you. Like, why is that your reaction? And then what's my next question? Why not? The attitude. And I'm like, you are barking up the wrong tree with me. So, but that is, it's very, they're just, that's what I relate to black women more. Like, it's a personality.
Yeah.
Did I say you have black in there?
Say what? Hey, my friend is 2% Angolan. Anyways, that makes much black.
Yeah, that's very black. As
what ethnicity?
Everybody, I mean, like everybody, if you dig deep enough.
But the 23 and's interesting. Like
and that's the thing. He laughs because he's like completely like Irish Catholic, but he's like, I'm 2% Angolan, and I'm like, lucky you. Hang on to that.
98 Irish white, but 2% Angolan. Why you don't have a Texan accent?
I don't know. Everyone asks me that, but I'm born and raised there, so maybe because I exist in I stay in the major cities. It gets really scary when you move out of the.
In my brain, like me, I think say like she's supposed to be like, "Hi, I'm Blanche." Like, howdy, Blanche. Hey,
when I ask for like, was it? When I ask for some sweet tea, I can get real.
Like, I was expecting, and I was just realizing like, you don't have an accent like the drawl, at least a southern drawl, but like you say, you grew up in urban Texas, so that's not really country Texas who have the drawl. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, the accident would have made me be afraid to be around you.
You shot, boy.
We don't take care right.
They just clicked to me too. That's why, like, especially Everton was supposed to come to Texas. There'll be some deep doo-doo, like, especially certain areas in the go that have so uncomfortable.
Honestly, in Dallas, he'd be okay, but like, I literally would not want him. Like, there's a major highway, 35, 75. I'd be like, listen, get on the highway, stay on the highway, don't get out, and like the
turn
smaller, because it's crazy.
And he's gonna still have sundown communities where after certain hours, like white people, them feel like they're still at liberty to do whatever. Where is a thing.
Well, and it's the people, but it was interesting. I was talking to a Jamaican friend about it, and he had spent time in the States, which I would love to just stand next to him while he experienced the US, because he was saying he had a pretty good like experience. He's like, oh, everyone was really nice to me. He even said he had interactions with the police, and he's like, I was great. And I'm like, what? Because that honestly is like the biggest threat to black women. And one of the biggest threat is the police. And so I would never be comfortable with Everton being out in the world without me, because I'm just not comfortable with him being out there without me.
Jaja. Yeah. Everybody thinks a foreign a nice thing, you know.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Scary.
But I guess everywhere has its problem.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so that thing on the Jamaican minnow, and that's why I'm like, y'all stay home. You know what I mean? Like so for Cayman, like it's economic opportunities.
Yeah.
But that's like everyone like has this idea of the US, and then you talk to the Jamaicans in the US, and every single Jamaican I have ever met that is abroad, they're only to make money to send home. Every single one of them, they're like, oh, I'm going back home. And so it's like, I mean, I understand why, but it's like, I promise you, like, life is better in the black experience being here.
Nothing better than being around your own. You know, the worst isn't where I fight is classism. At least enough, I want to say, well, you know. Is it because I'm black? No, it's because you're rich.
Well, and in America, you got both. Because you can be a wealthy black person and they're going to hit you with the racism. So it doesn't matter how hard you work.
For real.
Well, there's white trash out there as well.
In every dynamic, every class.
Well, and that's my thing. It is in everywhere. It's really socioeconomic. But like the racial, like black folks don't ever. It doesn't ever go away, no matter how successful they are.